to ask you
Stand back up.
if you
Calling
could
revive.
give
Calling revive.
me the answer in chat.
The other
No,
team
never
is
mind.
pulling ahead.
Scratch that idea
Stand in
because I
their
just
way.
told you. According to section A.616.h for DR 4563 Alabama and forward, if a real property home repair replacement O&A or temporary housing decision is ineligible due to insurance coverage, applicants will receive a letter explaining the need to send an insurance settlement approval or denial letter to FEMA. Applicants will need to send insurance documentation to FEMA within 1 day of the date of the letter, or FEMA will provide a decision regarding eligibility. After that point, applicants who disagree with FEMA's decision will have the right to appeal. And it is 60 days. Note the first letter is to explain the INS status. The next letter is to explain the IINR, ineligible, insured, no response decision. Applicants will need to submit an appeal letter with insurance documents after receiving the IINR. If you place the caller on mute while you research case information, you must provide a response, the reason why you are placing them on hold, and you must not leave them on mute longer than 2 minutes without checking back. Were you guys aware of that? I know that has something that has changed since I was on Helpline, and I know it's a big deal. Sometimes it's a little more difficult to continue to go back every 2 minutes. They
Trials of
aren't just sitting on hold for an extended period of time without knowing when they're coming back. So most of you have probably been on the phone and have had to have utilized this. Used to be 5 minutes, yeah. So I think 2 minutes is just the idea of continuing to go back and forth and not letting like 5 minutes turn into 10 minutes kind of thing.
Got it. You will pick up.
The next one is the one that you guys said you had problems with, someone had a problem with. Brainstorm what are some ways you can track your time to ensure you check back with an applicant within the required time frame. And the most common one is going to be set your phone timer or look at the clock, set it for a minute and 50 seconds and make sure you're reconnecting with the applicant as the timer goes up. Use Alexa timer. Yes, people done. Awesome. A little kitchen timer could work out well too if you have one of those lying around that you don't need in your kitchen.
Your team is in the lead, but do not relax.
Yes. I think that talking to them and making them feel more human and make them human just helps calm down an applicant and make them feel more at ease. I heard someone say the last time I did this training that they took that time as an opportunity to walk the applicant through the case file. Of course, not letting them know any information that we're not allowed to tell them, but letting them know where you are in the case file, what information you're obtaining at that point, just so they're not sitting there hanging out. And again, most applicants will probably enjoy that. Some applicants will think that's annoying, so you kind of gotta judge it by who you're talking to, but it's another idea. Per section 8.15, prior to closing an incoming call, you will do which of the following? Select all that apply. You're going to ask the caller if the caller has any additional questions, provide your first name and personal identification number, and end on a personal note. There's a note here that says error from report. Show agents are neglecting to provide the first name and PIN number or ask the applicant if they have any additional questions. First name and PIN doesn't have to be provided at the closing of the call. It can actually be applied earlier. So when I was on the phone, I always said it at the beginning and at the end, because I was afraid I was going to call. I was going to forget. So I wanted to make sure that they had all the information that they needed, and I wanted to get it out in the beginning in case I got disconnected at any time. Not sure how you guys feel about that, but that was always my philosophy. As for asking them if they have any questions and ending on a personal note, I just think that that's really good customer service. And again, these people have been through some of the worst